Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about a ruling in Ohio that states boneless chicken wings can have bones in them. Before we start the video, subscribe to the channel. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. Thank you. Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to actually be free of bones. A divided Ohio Supreme Court ruled Thursday, rejecting claims by a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical complications from getting a bone stuck in his throat. That's one of my biggest fears, actually. It happened to me when I was a kid. We used to eat a lot of fish, and my mom used to tell me all the time, watch out for bones. One time I wasn't paying attention and almost choked on a bone. The memory still lives in my brain till this day. Michael Berkheimer was dining with his wife and friends at a wing joint in Hamilton, Ohio, and had ordered the usual boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce, which actually sounds really fucking good, when he felt a bite-sized piece of meat go down the wrong way. 3 days later, feverish and unable to keep food down, Berkheimer went to the emergency room where a doctor discovered a long, thin bone that had torn his esophagus and caused an infection. What this reminds me of is that episode of House where they found a kid had swallowed a toothpick and got sick because of it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Wood absorbs water, becomes the same density as the tissue around it. That's why it didn't show up on the CT or MRI.
That's cool. I mean, not cool for me, but a lot of damage for something so small.
Imagine that, though. The thing that takes you out is a chicken bone. What would you even put on your headstone? Here lies a good man taken out by a chicken breast. Berkheimer sued the restaurant, Wings on Brookwood, saying the restaurant failed to warn him that so-called boneless wings, which are of course nuggets of boneless, skinless breast meat, could contain bones. The suit also named the supplier and the farm that produced the chicken, claiming all were negligent. Honestly, I think all of them were negligent. Boneless wings are just adult-sized chicken nuggets. Imagine biting into a chicken nugget as a kid and there's a bone inside. That's no longer a chicken nugget, right? It's an abomination.
I propose that we as a city remove the name Boneless Wings from our menus and from our hearts. Boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected. We need to raise our children better. Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders. We can call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash. We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long. And we know it because we feel it in our bones.
In a 4-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said Thursday that boneless wings refers to a cooking style and that Berkheimer should have been on guard against bones since it's common knowledge that chickens have bones in them.
My ex-wife accused me of being mean to her. I said, hey, I don't have a mean bone in my body. But he don't got no bone.
The High Court sided with lower courts that had dismissed Berkheimer's suit. These are the people that think chicken bones basically belong in chicken nuggets. My thoughts is if they did find a bone, let's say in a chicken nugget from whatever restaurant geared towards children like McDonald's or something like that, would they have voted the same way? Or are they just voting this way because some of their connections? Or do they have a hand in the boneless chicken business? You know, conspiracy. A diner reading boneless wings on a menu would no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in items than believe that the items were made from chicken wings. Just a person eating chicken fingers would know that he had not been served fingers. Justice Joseph T. Dieters wrote for the majority, the guy in the picture. I think it's obvious that chickens don't have fingers, right? That's obvious. And I think it's obvious that chickens don't have nuggets either, unless they have some unseen nuggets that I'm not looking at. What I do want to mention though is like when you buy chicken from a grocery store, it does sometimes have feathers on it, right? Do you buy that chicken or do you complain to the grocery store that the chicken that you're buying has feathers? Or do you just accept it and go on with your day? That's kind of like something that's going on in my mind right now. I still don't think boneless chicken should have bones in them though. That sounds ridiculous. The dissenting justices called Dieter's reasoning utter jabberwocky. And said a jury should have been allowed to decide whether the restaurant was negligent in serving Berkheimer a piece of chicken that was advertised as boneless. I agree. For me, it goes back to the chicken nugget theory. Yes, it has now become a theory. Would he think the same way towards chicken nuggets if they were served to children? Or is he only thinking that way because a restaurant is serving supposedly boneless chicken wings to an adult, right? Like, is that the only difference? If I bought a chicken nugget and has bones in them, can I sue for that? Would that be negligent on the restaurant or the provider? But like, that's just me trailing off. The question must be asked, does anyone really believe that the parents in this country who feed their young children boneless wings or chicken tenders or chicken nuggets or chicken fingers expect bones to be in the chicken? Of course they don't, just as Michael P. Donnelly wrote in Descent, the guy pictured. When they read the word boneless, they think that it means without bones, as do all sensible people. Yeah, I think common sense says if I'm reading something that has boneless on it, I'm not expecting a bone in it. But I guess now in Ohio, if you get a boneless chicken wing or a boneless wing, you might just expect a bone here or there. So that's that, right? Anyways, what are your thoughts on bones now being able to be inside boneless chicken wings? Also, let me know in the comments, do you prefer chicken wings or boneless chicken? As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. See you next time. Peace.